In this video, I'm going to talk about 7 different things to write about if you haven't really been through much. Coming right up. Number 1, the past. Everyone has a past. What's yours about? What if nothing happened? Shit, bro, if nothing happened, talk about that. Be like, other people got a past, and I don't even know why, but I don't really have one, so where the fuck is mine? There, that's like, what, 2 bars? What was your school life like? What got you into rapping? Why are you passionate about it? How does it make you feel? Does it empower you? I don't know about you guys, but I write about so many things that have nothing to do with my past. But a lot of them are very vaguely connected to it. Do you have any of those things for yourself? There's no way you don't. But let's be honest. There's so many things to write about, it's really crazy. Number 2 is the present. A lot of the time I think many facets of just being authentic, being yourself and shit on a track, they come from living in your own moment, taking where you are and talking about it like it's the dopest shit on the planet, to the point where people hear it and wish they were you. I know this isn't the present, but when I started rapping, right, I just got out of a relationship, I got my first job, I was driving there and back home from an hour away, I was also going to school, I started baking, I did that for a year, I don't remember why I was getting into it, but I was really getting into self-development. A lot of changes were happening in my life. My inner circle of friends, most of them started going to college. I didn't really have any at the time. It was really weird for me. And I remember that confusion really being a burden for me in some ways, but I think in some other ways, it just inspired the hell out of me. Like, I had so many things to talk about. I would relate those things to each other. I would brag about the most random small things, like taking cold showers and drinking 2 5-hour energies a day at exactly the same times, 12 and 6, and waking up at 7 to go to school and leaving at 11 to go to work and come home at 10, and just living a life where I felt more empowered and free than ever, despite how rigorous my schedule was and how it was kind of per other people's commands. I would rap about replacing water heaters, right? It was plumbing. I would rap about how I wore my uniform to work and I felt like a fucking superhero, because it's like I'm serving the public and I'm getting paid to do it, and I'm learning too, and I enjoyed it, even the smallest jobs. Like, I'm from Allentown, Pennsylvania. It's a pretty boring town, not gonna lie, but it's home to an amusement park called Dorney Park, and it's so popular. People go there from all over the place. Say you work at Dorney Park, you're like fucking 16 years old. You could be like, I get paid minimum wage to serve ice cream to little kids who are like half my age. Their parents are okay, with the smiles across my face, tipping me with money I used to boost my own Facebook page. I don't know, but just talk about your life like it's the coolest fucking thing ever. There's always something positive to focus on. There really is. Like, even in the shittiest situations, especially if you have a job, even if it's the shittiest job, you can rap about sweeping the floors and making sure that they clean. If your manager don't care, long as people don't complain. Number 3 is the future. I write about the future probably more than anything else. I write a lot about girls, and there are so many things other people have been through that I haven't. It completely blows my mind. I can't imagine what I would say if I had been through such things. But before I was rapping, I had so many different things I was interested in. I had all these different places I drew inspiration from, maybe subconsciously. I do a lot of research on the future, and I'm very confident in my own because of that, and a lot of other smaller reasons, I suppose. Are you confident in yours? If you're not, shit, you may actually gain confidence by writing about that. I'm scared of my future. I don't even know what to do with the skills I've acquired. I don't know why I'm this clueless. You could talk about how bright your future is. Maybe you're going to school and you're also teaching yourself how to make beats. You could say, I'm the teacher and the student, off to school the producer. People, they rap and ask me for beats, so I guess I'm useful. See, that's a little confidence boost, right? I don't know, man, it's your life. I haven't really been through scenarios like these. These are just thoughts of possibilities. Number 4 is emotions. If you don't have emotions, I don't really know what to tell you, but I feel interestingly like you could rap about that. You could rap easily about how you don't apply to things on this list of what to write about. I saw this kid on YouTube, I don't really relate, talking what to write. I've been through none of that, so I'm saying. Everyone ideally has emotions about something. Like, maybe someone said something yesterday that fucking made you want to punch a wall. God forbid. If you punched the wall, do you think it would have made you feel better? How so? Like, why did it piss you off when they said that? You could dive so deeply into one little scenario, or a big scenario, but you could write a whole fucking song about one thing with a thought process like that. I once took up 90 seconds of a song to explain that I had time to write and record that 90 seconds because it was a Tuesday after work and I had nothing else to do on my schedule for that day. Like, the most mundane shit. Number 5 is your perspectives. Some people have really interesting ways of looking at things. The first rapper to come to mind for me is Andre 3000. Like, just listening to an album like AT Aliens, one of my favorite albums of all time. I don't know about you. There's so many perspectives you just don't seem to hear in other rap songs. Ooh, my pot pie's ready. One of my favorite albums of all time. I don't know about you. There are so many perspectives in there that you just don't seem to hear in any other rap songs from that time period, probably at least in the South. And so many songs on that album, he wrote about his perspective. Andre was just like, dude, I need to make every line count, every verse count for something. And I feel like he made it obvious. So every line had a little bit of his perspective in it. What kind of perspectives do you have? I feel like rap is a great way to address things most people don't really want to talk about, because it's like you're willing to talk about them. And if that's the case, it doesn't only inspire people in some ways, but it opens up dialogue and gets people thinking like, what the fuck is this? It's a little different from what I'm used to, but it's kind of cool. Number 6 is Other Perspectives. The song I Gave You Power by Nas is written
from the perspective of
a fucking inanimate object. Like, this guy is using me, taking out the ammo, I'm just being picked up and used, and fucking dropped on the floor. That's all I am. Just like I'm a fucking gun. Like, he compares the way he's treated to something else, and how that's treated. And that's the perspective of something that isn't you. But you're putting yourself in those shoes. There's so many other perspectives you can write from. Like from a dog, a pencil, a fucking cloud. What kind of shit do clouds see when they're up there? What's it like to be up there? What's it like to be used to write so many things and travel in and out of pockets to different rooms every day? What's it like to get all this love from people, but spend all your time in the same place, the same house, going on a walk around the same block or two, maybe, every day, maybe traveling a little? How does it make you feel? Number 7 is read. I'm always talking about fucking reading or listening to audiobooks on this channel, but that's because I'm so fucking passionate about it. I get so many ideas from books, and there's so many fucking things. There are concept albums I used to listen to based entirely on books. Like, each song is another chapter. That's just stories, like fiction books alone. I get ideas from books, and I'm like,
ooh, I can rhyme that
with something that applies to my life. The more books you read or listen to, the better. My ideas fucking
skyrocketed
when I started listening to more audiobooks. The ceilings I put on my creativity, seriously, I just broke through them. What do you guys rap about when you haven't been through much? If you've been through a lot, what do you recommend? Probably going out and doing a bunch of things, right? To be honest, a lot of things I did, I went through them with the mentality of, damn, if I do this, I'm gonna be able to rap about it. If it involves the feelings of another person, honestly, that's probably a little fucking psychopathic to a degree, kind of fucked up, but whatever I did, I could have done a lot fucking worse, believe me. I also think it's pretty good life experience. Like, I'm not doing any of that shit again, but it's things I'll probably vaguely write about later in the future, you know? But just go live life, if that makes sense. The creativity will happen on its own. Every now and then, just make sure to sit down and be like, what can I put down on this page or these notes? If you guys have anything you want me to talk about in future videos, make sure to let me know in the comments and I'll give you a shout out if and when I use it. I made all the beats in this video. If you want to use them, they can be found at samuel.world. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to hit me up. There are links at the bottom of the description to all my social media. Also at the bottom of the description, there are links to my new production kits where you can find all the equipment that I use to make music and these videos and software. If you buy any, I get commission, which helps me build this channel and keep making these videos for you guys. Make sure to leave a like if you like it, subscribe if you haven't already. If you could turn on that little bell to receive a notification every time I drop a new video, that would mean the world to me. Thank you guys so much for watching. You can find me everywhere and I will see you then.